Do they know they're being annoying?
Well,
No,
hey,
I think you should be allowed.
yeah, it's to express yourself.
I like to think so.
No. No, not really.
No.
No.
Would you report somebody if they were being annoying?
No, I don't think so.
Absolutely not. I think it comes down to, I don't know, I don't want to get too deep, but you know how we've got a system which controls, which you know, dictates. When it comes down to, you being annoying, they can put anything on that, just like terrorism. So what they could do, they could say, buskers are annoying. People don't like them because they're getting untaxed money. For example, I don't find them annoying, I love buskers, but I think it's annoying when people litter. It's not a crime, really, it's a crime which isn't enforced. I think when it comes to political stuff, they can put it as annoying. They can label anything as anything nowadays. You know.
I don't think you can. I mean, it depends how you define annoying, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I'm not a great singer, but if I thought I was a great singer, do you think it would be a crime if I...
No, I just think you're...
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
What do I find annoying? I don't know. There's not much I find annoying. Not with people.
Right.
Pigeons I find annoying.
Okay.
Seagulls I find annoying.
Why is that?
Because they poo everywhere and they eat my chips when I walk home late at night.
If you're a fascist, that's annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe if someone was harassing you, then yeah.
Okay, but you wouldn't harass them just for being annoying.
No.
There are a few people that I can think of that spring to mind. Actually, it's Facebook. Actually, that is where they commit the most sins. You can't really. I mean, mentally, like people who aren't really there, people who will annoy on purpose, as a bully. That's not that kind of stuff. You know, I mean, it's a difficult question. I mean, it's a difficult thing to really put a finger on. I mean, you've got so many different opinions on it. I mean, that's what that's my example of the buskers.
It almost sounds like you're saying that it's only intolerant people who would find things annoying.
More or less. Yes, that's more or less what I'm saying. Intolerant people find things annoying. I, on the other hand, can walk through town and not really care.
Do you know if it's actually against the law to be annoying?
No, I don't, actually. Is it?
I think it is, isn't it? Is it not antisocial?
Well, that's in antisocial behaviour, but actually causing annoyance.
Yeah, maybe not. No.
Yeah.
Are you trying to be annoying?
Well, I remember on when EDL came down to Brighton, and
Okay.
I was on the counter demonstration.
Okay, now
I
the
got
EDL, is that the English disco lovers, or are they the nutters who don't like anybody else?
But not as don't like anybody else, you
Okay.
know. Then people who say we love England, but don't have a clue what England stands for.
And
But yeah, I was basically someone had a megaphone, and I would take the megaphone, and I'll start doing my thing. And people getting arrested for chanting. And then someone would drop the microphone, someone else would pick it up and start chanting. He'd get arrested. I was the last one. I picked it up. I thought, well, it can't happen 3 times now. So I started chanting, leading a counter demonstration against the fascist EDL, and I got arrested for public disorder. Public disorder, which is basically an annoyance, which is a public annoyance law. And I think that's where it comes into political. It's just another way. It's just another way of scapegoating people. You're going to surprise me and say it is.
well, strictly speaking, it isn't. But in some bylaws, in some parks, beaches, and stations, for example,
Okay.
it actually is a bylaw to be annoying. So I'm here with Danny Shine, and we've just had a bit of an adventure in legal land, and I'm going to ask Danny how it all came about. So how did it start, Danny?
Well, I got into the habit of doing some megaphoning outside Euston. I particularly did it because it was a tiny little bit provocative, because it's a private space, but it's actually a public space, and it's got all these ridiculous bylaws, and you've got the British Transport Police who pays them, and they are upholding what are essentially just private rules of a corporation.
I am warning you, I will call Westminster Council. If you do not stop making that noise, I'm finding it very annoying.
At the moment, the only person that's annoying anybody is you, unfortunately.
They are breaking the law.
No, they're not.
Section 235 of the Local Government Act 1972. Are you aware of the wording of that act?
They're not breaking any criminal laws.
They are. A bylaw is a criminal law. Is a bylaw a crime? You don't know. Well, I'm telling you that it is. Tony Blair made bylaws into crimes. I shouldn't have to tell you that.
The technical side is that there was no evidence that I'd annoyed anybody on their statements, the witnesses' statements, yeah?
Okay.
So, you know, all it said was that somebody had come up to me and said, do you have permission to do this? And I said, no, I don't need permission to do anything, really. As long as I don't hurt anybody, why would I need to ask permission? And who would I ask? And why would I ask you? Oh, you've got a blue uniform on, right, then you can give me permission, right? So, you know, so then obviously I didn't do what he told me to do, which is terrible, and he called the police, and then I didn't do what the policeman told me to do, which, you know, it's never nice. My children do it to me a lot. And, you know, and then he reported me. And so I went to court, and I took the prosecutor. I mean, it's bizarre going to court.
Well, just before that,
Yeah, sorry.
being asked to go to court.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean,
how did you feel about
yeah,
that?
I felt absolutely that. I felt that is to me. You may think this is an exaggeration, but to me, it's a form of terrorism. Yeah. The feeling when that thing comes through, and you see that crown, and we will, you know, you must come here at this time, on my own time, my own expense. Yeah. However much I want to do things to make the world a better place, and however much you want to work for the bigger picture, for my own personal state, peace of mind, it's really difficult to have peace of mind when you've got that kind of thing going on. And that's terrorism. Yeah? Al-Qaeda means nothing to me. The chances of me getting hurt by an Al-Qaeda operative, if there is such a thing, yeah, are so negligible, yeah, that, you know, I'm not sure there's any difference between the chance of that and a meteorite hitting the world, yeah? So I don't worry about that. But this stuff comes to my door and to many people's doors in the form of bailiffs, in the form of this parking, all those parking things, in the form of, you know, court invitations, tax bills. All these are forms of terrorism.
Well, you say court invitations, and if it is an invitation or a summons, as I think they call it, which is summoning you, it's that question of free will. And your consent. They claim you're governed by consent, yet you're being summoned.
Yes.
And of course, it's your choice to attend or not. But if you don't attend,
yeah, there are consequences.
There are people with big sticks who will use their big sticks in lieu of conversation.
Yeah.
And so it's not just an ordinary invitation, and like I said, that can be quite unnerving and quite daunting.
Yeah.
Also, because they think they have the automatic right to come in and take control of your life.
Yeah.
For frivolous and vexatious reasons
Yeah.
that they won't address with right there and then.
To be a prosecutor, basically, you have to have no morals. Any prosecutors here? Because you basically can't, because what you're meant to do, if like you have to prosecute something and you didn't agree with it, you'd be stuck, wouldn't you? Which is good if you don't have any morals, because then it doesn't get in the way of your work.
When you do things very out in the open, you film them, you place them on YouTube. If people have an issue with it, I know you spend a lot amount of time being responsive to people over and above. And when people are interfering in your life, you'd really want them to be responsive to what you are, or at least be held to account to some degree or another.
Right.
And there is recording in Crown Court, although it's only an audio recording and it's not publicly available. It's edited and placed on the record, and then available.
Yeah, but I'm
for
talking
purchase.
about they need to open all that crap up. This is not. You know,
a magistrate's
you do
court.
not give people in today's world. Why would you give people that kind of power and not record it? And you know, we know the reasons. We know the reasons because we saw it. If that was broadcast, you know, all around the world.
If people see that, then they might question the authority of the judicial system, the fairness of the judicial system, and whether people are being treated fairly, or even being informed of. And so hopefully, if more people go and visit and support people when they go to court, and more people maybe ask for cameras. We record sports events, we record
Yeah.
interviews, we record important events in our family life. Surely we should record controversy so that they are beyond question. There is no controversy.
The far more serious things that we are, that we should be spending our money on, not necessarily on trivial. I would actually call that quite trivial.
Chillax.
Let's chillax.
Yeah. I suppose.
Find something better to to make a crime, probably.
Yeah, just drop them. That's what I say. Yeah, I've got to go, sorry.
Well, I don't think it's printable, what I have to say about that.
Why is that?
Because there's lots of people in Parliament that aren't normal people. They don't lead normal lives. They don't know about normal hardships, etc. So who are they to make laws like that?
I'm sure that they could spend it on something else, surely.
If it annoys you, keep it to yourself because other people might like it.
I don't know if I can find the language. You know, I'd have to sit down with them for quite a while. You know, perhaps somehow give them some magic mushrooms or something. You know,
do some yoga,
do some meditation, get some nice music on, bit of, you know, perhaps some incense, yeah. And you know, I'd have to try and find some language because it's, you know, I don't know. I don't know. And you know, that I'm not going to leave it there because I need to go now. But that is something that's one of several phrases that I think we need to bring back into society and be really like proud to say I don't know, right?